Team Camden and Hartford's Jamie and Wynn met a lucky-to-be-alive Vietnam veteran at the Liberty Bell Museum.
Thank you for your service. It's a pleasure. You're welcome. It was an armor-piercing round, 10,000 pub, and deflected up just enough to save my life.
That's amazing.
Hold on.
Thank you.
We'll make it.
Thank you.
We're going to Africa.
We're gonna go kayaking.
Yes. Your paddle's backwards.
Oh my gosh, look at that.
Oh, hey, buddy. Hi. Oh, he wants a hug. Just kidding.
And Team Brazil made a mad dash for antiques at Coco Village.
I'm out. All 5 prizes gone.
Once again, the wrong store.
Think about this. We don't have much time now. Awesome. That's it. Perfect.
Now you're up to speed on the Fireball Run.
This is a 1983 Airstream recreational vehicle used by NASA to transport the Space Shuttle astronauts to and from the launch pad. Used by NASA for 27 years, this Airstream has 26,914 miles on the odometer. At one point, there was talk of replacing the Astrovan with a newer model. The astronauts requested to keep this particular model because of the tradition, not because of the decor. The only modification to the Astrovan was to the seats to accommodate the astronauts' orange bulky suits. You may recognize this vehicle from the news coverage of the more than 100 space shuttle missions. Today, the Fireballers have exclusive access to go inside the Astrovan, something that only the astronauts have done before. Once inside, teams will have to take a photo to prove completion of this mission.
We are getting ready to go into the Astrovan.
And they tell us that they're going to close it up as soon as we're done and no one else is going to see it. So this is one of those adventures on Fireball Run that makes it worthwhile to come.
No, this isn't happening. Are you serious?
So we get to sit. And take a picture of us on this.
Yeah.
This is where they walked. This is where they. Oh my gosh! This is where they sat.
I feel like I'm in hallowed ground.
But for me, it's one of those things for me to be in here with you. Oh my God!
I know when you think of all the people that went into this vehicle, you always remember those that didn't come back, that lost their lives in their service to their country. And we give our honor and our respect to them.
I remember where I was, the Challenger. I was on my way to school when that exploded, and it's something you'll never forget.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm just
really
sitting.
I know.
I think I'm just feeling appreciative. You know, when they talked about a Ripley's Believe It or Not moment, really, tell me, this is amazing, and it's something we can pass on to our kiddos too for generations, to let them know that the men and women that went up into space really helped change the course of America and the United States. So, pretty wild.
Truly an honor to be in a place where some of the greatest Americans that we have had to serve our country and go into space have been and sat, to think of what kind of conversations they may have had there, or it may have been completely quiet as they contemplated what they were getting ready to do.
So we just sat in the Astrovan. It's only the astronauts and their crews that have ever been in it, and we had a chance to walk through it, take a picture in it, and just be a part of that history. And then they're going to be sealing it up, going to be putting plexiglass around the van after this, and that'll be the last time anybody actually gets to go through it, they say. So it was a pretty amazing experience.
Gemini in here? Yes. Okay. So here's where you're going. You're going to go towards the rocket garden.
Yep.
Go to the very back. You're going to see construction fence on the left, glass doors on the right. Bye, have fun.
Thank you. Thank you for your help. Are you scared?
My name is Roy Whitson. I was hired for the Apollo program, worked on Gemini 4. My job was to test the communication equipment to communicate to the ground. So it was really central to the in and out taking place on the Gemini 4. Up to Gemini 4, all of the manned missions have been controlled here from the Cape. The most significant contributions would have to be the EVA. We're showing that a man can work in space. So we were not only proving that a man could do these things, but he could actually live in space, do the work that he needed to do, and return to Earth.
This is really, really cool. I've done satellite communications work with NASA, and we've never got to experience anything like this because the security is so tight. So to see the equipment that they actually work with in the control room that actually does, you know, it runs the mission. It's amazing. I'm blown away.
Guys, 3, 2, 1.
Once the Fireballers complete their visit to the Gemini control room, this time capsule will be sealed shut and never open to the public again.